So a question that's been on my mind recently is, does RGB and tempered glass sell a computer versus your traditional acrylic window plain Jane case? So that's why I'm making this video, and we're going to find out exactly how much lights and glass affect the sale value or the sale probability of a computer. Another fine day in my office, where we do fine, decent, hard-working work. What do we have on the schedule for today? Yes, organic yoga. Check, got that done. Racing the old man down the handicap ramp. Done. RGB case versus normal case. Yeah, Where's the case? Oh yeah, I sold it. So, we sold the case in 5 hours. You know, it's supposed to be like a long, week or two test of how fast it would sell. But yesterday, when I recorded that intro, expecting I wasn't going to use the footage for a week or two, I took all the parts out of this bad boy, put it in the case that's no longer here, and sold it 5 hours after putting up the advertisement on Craigslist and Facebook. For the intricacies of how much it cost and did we make our money back and all that whatnot, with everything in this case, I was asking $700-ish, $650, somewhere around that, hoping to make $250, $300 off the flip. That was the goal. So the case was $20, and the RGB case was going to be $65, I think, is what it came up to. So we had to make up that $45 difference of swapping into the new case. And then also, taking into account how fast it sold and the, nicety of that nicety. So I sold it for $750, which is phenomenal, which puts us at that $300 make. That's exactly what I wanted. So the way I sold this computer was a little odd. Probably the weirdest sale I've made yet. I was getting in bed with my girlfriend. We were just about to drift off to sleep. I decided to check my phone one last time just to make sure no one needed me. And the first words I read off my phone were, "I have the cash. I'm ready now." And I was like, what is about to happen? So lo and behold, dragged my girlfriend out of bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and drove an hour and a half to sell this computer to somebody. He was paying me $50 extra to come drive it to him, so that also added into the price in the flip. But yeah, all things considered, totally freaking wild. I don't understand how you go from not selling a computer for a month to selling it in 5 hours. So it is obviously not a super scientific experiment because there's only one study, one example. But going forward, I think I'm going to lean more towards putting them in flashier tempered glass RGB cases. It just seems like the right thing to do, which kind of sucks because I have 3 or 4 cases that are roughly the same to this, and I don't quite know what to do with them. The only way I could see this going differently, or the conclusion being different, is if you were selling at a different price bracket for the computer. I think anything above $500, even $400, people expect a decent looking case, because at that point, the amount that you're spending on the case factors in less to the amount it compares to the GPU and stuff. If you're spending $200 on a CPU and $20 on the case, it doesn't quite match up. But if you're spending $30 on the CPU and $20 for the case, then it's a bit more reasonable. But if you're selling below that, I sell computers in the range from $300 to $400, not consistently, but a couple times. I imagine having them in more normal cases is a bit more acceptable. But the caveat to that is with those lower end computers or budget computers, you're probably aiming towards more younger audiences, preteens, kids, the ones that want their parents to go buy them a computer and all that kind of stuff. But I still personally do not want to accept defeat. I would much rather take a computer with that extra $40, $50 put into performance and have it in this case versus having it in a tempered glass, shiny, glow in the dark case. But that's just my personal opinion. gonna have to swallow that because if these sell better, there's no reason not to do it. So this video was way shorter than I thought it was going to be because I was preparing like a week or two of like watching it, seeing how much interest was in it, like, you know. But nope, it sold in 5 hours. So I hope you learned something. I learned something. That was really the point of the video. There's more to come. The case that I was going to review, which is the one that I used for this experiment, I don't think I have enough footage of to review, so I might rebuy that case at a later date and finish that review. But I have another case coming in that I'm interested in reviewing, so that might come. But besides that, just whatever tidbits of information I think are interesting, I will throw up here. So have a good day.